that makes it a whole lot easier to be gone. When you wake up in the morning and you enjoy the people that you are working with. Well, that last song was the final track off of Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven? Which this show marks the end of the tour. And really and truly, I couldn't think of a better way to end it. I've had so much fun this evening. And I really appreciate you guys coming out here. Heart You've Been Tending is a song I wrote a good long while ago, and CJ actually got me some of my first cuts with a bluegrass band that he used to play with called Newtown, and Newtown was really good to me. They took a lot of my songs and they gave them wings, and they gave me a little bit of money for them when I really needed it. And I really appreciate that, and I'll never forget CJ for doing that for me. CJ at the time didn't really know me from Adam, so he's just that kind of a guy. And Newtown played Heart You've Been Tending, and I never really intended to play it ever, and that's why I gave it away. And when we were putting this album together, I couldn't think of a better way to end it. Because while the album is just me kind of going through and like thinking about the religion that I grew up with and how that plays with the culture that I grew up with and how that plays in fun ways and satirical ways and then just straight down the line like how it is with the heart, I felt like that was a pretty good way to end it, because in the end, it doesn't really matter so much as the work you've done with yourself. When I wrote the song, I wasn't even intending it to be that way. I really wrote it as a commentary on taking psychedelics, which, when you take those, once you got in the car, there really ain't nothing you can do about it until you get to where you're going. And the only thing you gotta work with is whatever you packed in your lunchbox. And I reckon, looking at it that way, it's a lot like a fire drill for the real thing. But I don't really think that I understood how heavy that was till I got the opportunity to share this album with a dying friend. Right when the album came out, me and the boys had a real good buddy that was in the hospital after a 2-year battle with leukemia. And I don't get to be home all the time for the really cool things. Miss a lot of, heck, so far I've missed the first 2 teeth. I missed the first time he crawled. And on this run, I've missed his first steps. But on top of that, you miss birthdays, you miss funerals, you miss graduations. More importantly than anything, you miss the special moments before the funeral. And I didn't, I lucked out. I was blessed, and the world saw it fit that I got to be home the last couple days that Mike was with us. Mike was a real good guy. He was a moonshiner. He was a musician. He was a traveling man. He was a brother to all of us. He was a hippie. He was a heck of a man. And me and the boys were coming back home from Nashville. And we were like, well, we need to go to Marquis Cancer Center and hang out with Mike. And we took our instruments and we played some music for him. And got to hang out and joke about and laugh and talk. And then that evening when we left, hospice came in. And Sandra said that she was going to play my album till he left. woke up that next morning, and we had a couple days before we had to do anything, so I was home. I went to the hospital room, and when I got there, there was a bunch of buddies and a bunch of family, and there was a bunch of musicians, because that's the kind of people that Mike surrounded himself with. And so we decided we were going to play some songs, and I got to play Mike 2 songs. I played him one that I was in the middle of singing when he left this world. And I got to sing him this one. And I'd like to sing it for you guys. It ain't mine, it's a Cory Branan song, but I thought it was a pretty fitting song. Poor legend. Town I come from's mostly sky. Even though the county's dry, didn't stop a stream thereby from giving us a daughter. She was born in a barrel of American oak, made of sugar, maple, and charcoal smoke, and she just goes to show her folks what God can do with water. When I go below the gloomy ground, better buy the room around. Let her weep and lift a glass, bittersweet sour mash. Once when I was going through, same old famous, same old blues, tired of either crying to you or cussing up a quarreling. Yes, I slipped and sipped astray. Only took one taste to see the way back to Tennessee to stay. Tennessee, my darling. When I go below the gloomy ground, better buy the room around. Let her weep and lift a glass, bittersweet sour mash. I don't want no Beaujolais, sake, cider, Chardonnay, keep tequila far away. You know what I'm craving? It ain't champagne all fine and chilled. It's not a rock, gut, shine, or swill. You ask me, life's a cask, bittersweet sour mash. When I go below the gloomy ground, you better buy the room around. Let her weep and lift a glass, bittersweet sour mash. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much. Love you.